Title: The Haunting of Willow Creek High. In the small, quiet town of Willow Creek, the arrival of autumn brought with it the season's excitement, a colorful festival celebrating all things spooky and fun. High school students buzzed with energy as they prepared for the grand parade that would feature floats, costumes, and local mascots from their favorite movies and shows. This year, the theme was nostalgia, the town's beloved characters from cartoons and fairy tales. But as the day of the parade approached, something strange began to unfold. First, it was Benny the bear, the school's cheerful mascot. He had always inspired school spirit, sporting a big friendly grin as he embodied the hopeful essence of Willow Creek High. But on the morning of the festival, Benny was nowhere to be found. The school's cheerleading captain, Eliza, nervously whispered among her friends in the bleachers, "Has anyone seen Benny? He should have been setting up by now." Their worry grew as hour after hour passed with no sign of their beloved bear. Then, it was Fred the fox, from the beloved children's show, Adventures in Willow Woods, who mysteriously vanished. The town's librarians searched through the cluttered attic of the local library where the old costumes and props were kept, but Fred was absent. The kids were uneasy, but they brushed it off, chalking it up to typical festival mishaps. As darkness fell, a storm rolled in, and the townsfolk hurried to set up the festival booths and decorations in the increasingly chaotic weather. The wind howled like a banshee through the old town square, making them jump at shadows that flickered against the dim light of lanterns. Just as the first raindrops began to fall, the students huddled close, their laughter fading, replaced with an uneasy tension in the air. Unlike the usual festive spirits that filled the square, there was something ominous lurking beneath the surface. That night, a gathering was held at the school's gymnasium. The theme of nostalgia turned into the jitters of spooky unease as teachers told stories of shapes lurking in the forest and spirits tied to the forgotten characters. The lights flickered, casting eerie shadows as the gym echoed with laughter tinged with trepidation. Then, the clock struck 10. The celebration was winding down when the entrance doors swung open. One by one, figures began to emerge through the rain-soaked doorway. To everyone's horror, the missing mascots floated into view, not in the soft, warm glows of their usual attire but as ominous shapes with hollow eyes and warped smiles. Benny was first, his oversized head drooping like a dark cloud over the crowd. His fur was matted and void of all color. Next stepped Fred the fox, but his bright orange was now marred with darkness, with unsettling toothy grins that sent shudders through the gathered crowd. "What's happening?" someone whispered, paralyzed in fear as the characters twitched and jerked, their movements unnatural, like marionettes controlled by twisted strings. "Is this some sort of prank?" Eliza gasped, backing away as they took another step forward, their limbs twitching erratically. All at once, a cacophony of twisted laughter erupted, filling the air like broken glass tearing through silence. The mascots began to move faster, lunging towards those frozen in horror, a hunger glimmering in their lifeless eyes. The laughter morphed into a chilling chant, "Come play with us, forever." Amid the chaos, a small group of courageous souls sprang into action. They darted towards the emergency exits, urging each other to run while their hearts thundered in their chests. Desperate to escape the grasp of their once beloved characters, they dashed into the stormy night, avoiding the hands reaching out for them. The rain poured down, drowning out the echoes of the mascot's ominous pursuit. Suddenly, they stumbled upon the old willow tree at the edge of town, an ancient landmark steeped in folklore. Eliza recalled an old town legend shared by her grandmother. The tree served as a barrier between worlds, a protector against the spirits of forgotten stories. With adrenaline surging, they gathered around the tree, holding hands and whispering the names of the characters they once adored. "Benny, Fred," they called out, channeling their memories into the wind. "You were our friends," the mascots screeched, the sound sending chills racing down their spines, but as they approached, the characters began to flicker, their sinister forms wavering between realms. With each shout of love and memory, the barrier thickened, sending waves of light shimmering around them. Finally, amidst the darkened chaos, a soft, warm glow burst from the tree. The mascots' twisted expressions softened for just a moment as they hesitated, grappling with the pull of the enchanting light. In a final effort, Eliza shouted, "You are loved. Remember who you were." The brightness enveloped the forms of the mascots, and with a resounding crash, the spirits dissolved into the air like ashes carried away by the wind, leaving behind an echo of the joy they once spread. When dawn broke over Willow Creek, the town woke to find the storm had cleared. The mascots were seen once again, safe in their homes, appearing as vibrant as ever in photographs around town. Though the fear of the prior night lingered, it was overshadowed by the knowledge that love and memory held the power to overcome even the most hostile of spirits. The festival still took place, yet this time it was laced with a wiser appreciation for the tales of old, carrying with it the spirit of unity, a reminder that some stories must not be forgotten.